Hi there, and welcome to the Celeb Tea. Garcelle Beauvais has officially walked away from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and the internet is in full meltdown mode. After seasons of navigating messy drama, shifting alliances, emotional confrontations, and unforgettable feuds, Garcelle has finally decided to close this chapter of her reality TV journey. But before you assume she's done with the Housewives universe entirely, think again. Because she just dropped a bombshell hint that suggests she may be stepping into a completely different housewife city. And let's just say, the reaction hasn't been what anyone expected. So what really happened behind the scenes that pushed Garcelle to step away from Beverly Hills? What was the final straw? And why now? According to people close to her, this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. In fact, the choice was months, maybe even years in the making. Garcelle had reportedly been feeling more and more out of place on the show. The forced friendships, the rehearsed drama, and the emotional toll of constantly defending herself had been weighing on her heavily. And while Garcelle built a reputation for staying poised, calm, and always addressing conflict with grace, even she could feel that the energy surrounding the show had shifted. She later shared that it was during the reunion taping, those long, intense, no-break sessions where emotions run high, that she finally admitted to herself that something didn't feel right anymore. It was a gut feeling, one she couldn't ignore. She said it was as if she no longer fit into that world, and the moment of clarity was exactly what she needed to move forward. But let's be very clear about one thing. Garcelle did not leave in defeat. If anything, this exit is one of the most strategic and empowering moves we've seen from any housewife. This isn't a walk away quietly and disappear into the background kind of departure. No, this is a woman choosing herself, her peace, and her future. Garcelle revealed that she wants to focus on her twin sons as they get closer to graduating high school. Anyone who follows her knows how devoted she is as a mother, and stepping away now allows her to be present for those important milestones. At the same time, she's working on several creative and professional projects behind the scenes, projects that she says truly excite her. So instead of being tied to on-camera drama for ratings and storylines controlled by others, Garcelle is choosing creative freedom. She's reclaiming her narrative and redirecting her career on her own terms. For someone who became one of the few solid, rational voices on RHOBH, this choice speaks volumes. She is trading chaos for clarity, conflict for creativity, and scripted drama for genuine fulfillment. But just when fans were still processing her exit from Beverly Hills, Garcelle threw everyone a curveball. During a recent conversation, she casually mentioned that if she were to join another Housewives franchise, one city in particular has her attention: Miami. Yes, the Real Housewives of Miami. Garcelle shared that she loves the energy of the cast and has family in the city, which instantly sent fans into a frenzy. Can you imagine Garcelle's elegance, honesty, confidence, and level-headed presence mixing with the bold, fiery, glamorous ladies of Miami? The idea alone ignited a wave of excitement online. However, some fans argued that joining RHOM could be a waste of her time, not because the show lacks entertainment, but because the Miami cast already has big personalities and dramatic storylines of their own. Would Garcelle's balanced, composed presence blend in, or would it clash with the city's already intense dynamic? That's where opinions heavily divide. As news of her departure spread, reactions poured in from both fans and Bravo insiders. Many viewers expressed sadness, saying the show won't be the same without her. They praised her for bringing maturity, fairness, and authenticity to the cast, qualities RHOBH desperately needed. From exposing hypocrisy to respectfully standing her ground, Garcelle earned widespread admiration across the Housewives universe. She wasn't afraid to speak up when something felt wrong, and she did it without losing her dignity or stooping to petty levels. Still, those close to production say her relationships with several cast members had quietly fallen apart behind the scenes long before the announcement. Reports circulated that Garcelle unfollowed some of her co-stars after the last reunion and skipped certain group promotional events, a serious sign in the Housewives world. Fans immediately sensed tension and suspected something major was brewing. Now, everything suddenly makes sense. The distance, the unfollows, the absence at events, it was all part of her gradual separation. Garcelle wasn't just tired of the drama, she was done playing the Beverly Hills game entirely. She wanted a clean slate, and truthfully, she earned one. Now, let's talk about what everyone is dying to know. What would the Real Housewives of Miami look like with Garcelle in the mix? Because if this crossover ever happens, the entire Bravo universe will feel the ripple effect. Picture this: Miami's signature blend of tropical glamour, Latin flair, and unapologetic luxury, now infused with Garcelle's grounded confidence and unshakable class. The Miami cast is known for being bold, loud, unfiltered, and fiercely protective of their turf. They argue hard, party harder, and wear their hearts and diamonds on their sleeves. Garcelle, on the other hand, brings calm in the storm. She has this rare ability to stay collected even when chaos erupts around her. And that balance is exactly why fans believe she would be the perfect fit. She wouldn't just add glamour. Beverly Hills already proved she has that covered. What she would bring to Miami is a level of emotional intelligence and authenticity that could elevate the show. Fans are already picturing her sitting at a beachfront dinner table, sipping a cocktail, calmly calling out contradictions with one raised eyebrow and a smile. And let's be real, Miami would not know what hit them. But beyond the entertainment factor, joining RHOM would allow Garcelle to film closer to family, making the experience less stressful than the intensity of LA's reality TV scene. It would also give her the space to enjoy the process rather than survive it. And the fans, they're already petitioning Bravo to make it happen. Because if there's one thing Bravo loves more than drama, it's a crossover that spikes ratings. And Garcelle joining Miami would break the internet overnight. Stepping away from RHOBH also opens up an entirely new chapter for her career. Remember, Garcelle isn't just a housewife. She's an actress, author, producer, and host. She has decades of Hollywood experience behind her, and over the past few years, she's quietly been developing and producing new content. Leaving Beverly Hills allows her to fully invest in her creative projects again. She's not fading into the background. She's shifting the spotlight so it finally shines on her terms. And that's what makes her exit so inspiring. Most housewives don't get to leave with this kind of control. Many are fired unexpectedly, pushed aside by newer cast members, or emotionally drained to the point of burnout. But Garcelle made a powerful choice. She left while still beloved, respected, and relevant. She didn't wait for someone to write her ending, she wrote her own. Of course, fans are wondering what this means for her close friendship with Sutton Stracke. The two became one of the most iconic, genuine duos on RHOBH. Their bond felt real, not forced for cameras. But Housewives history has shown us that relationships often change once the cameras stop rolling. So will distance weaken their bond, or will it survive beyond reality TV? Right now, they're still on good terms, but only time will tell if this friendship passes the ultimate Bravo test. So now, let's end with the real question. Did Garcelle make the right move by stepping away from Beverly Hills to focus on her life, career, and potential new opportunities? Or should she shake things up again by heading to Miami next?